Have you ever wondered why some of the most intelligent people seem to have an aura of mystery around them? Why they appear to know more than they let on? Today, I'm going to reveal the psychological secrets that intelligent people keep hidden from the world. Carl Jung, one of history's greatest minds in psychology, understood that true intelligence isn't just about IQ. It's about emotional wisdom and self-awareness. Jung discovered that the most intelligent among us share common patterns in what they choose to conceal from others. In this deep dive, I'll walk you through the 5 crucial things that intelligent people, following Jungian principles, never reveal to anyone. What you'll learn today isn't taught in schools, but represents wisdom gathered from the collective unconscious that Jung so brilliantly identified. By the end of this exploration, you'll understand why intelligent people guard these aspects of themselves and how this protection serves as both a shield and a source of power. This isn't about being manipulative, it's about psychological sovereignty in a world that often intrudes on our inner landscape. Number 1. Their innermost shadow self. The shadow self, Jung's profound concept that revolutionized how we understand human psychology. It represents the parts of ourselves we repress, hide, and deny, the aspects that contradict how we want to be seen by the world. Intelligent people understand something crucial about the shadow that others miss. Acknowledging your shadow doesn't mean acting on it. Instead, it means integrating it. Here's what makes intelligent people different. While most people run from their shadow, the truly intelligent form a relationship with theirs. They examine their darkest thoughts, their forbidden desires, and their capacity for behaviors they publicly condemn. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate, Jung wrote. This is the foundation of shadow work, the practice of confronting your shadow rather than projecting it onto others. But here's the key insight. While intelligent people do this work internally, they rarely discuss it openly. Why? Because society rewards those who present a sanitized version of themselves. When you share your shadow elements with others, several things happen. People often can't separate acknowledgement from endorsement. They may use this information against you later. They misinterpret self-awareness as self-indulgence. They confuse your honesty with a request for absolution. Consider this example. An intelligent person might recognize their capacity for envy when a colleague succeeds. Rather than denying this feeling, they acknowledge it internally. I notice I feel threatened by their achievement. This reveals my insecurity about my own worth. This internal dialogue allows them to process the emotion without acting on it. They can congratulate their colleague sincerely while privately addressing the root cause of their envy. Meanwhile, others might deny their envy completely, only to undermine their colleague through subtle criticism or diminishment of their achievement. They remain unconscious of their shadow's influence. Intelligence means having the courage to face your shadow without needing external validation for the process. The shadow work happens in private journals, meditation, therapy, or silent reflection, not in casual conversation or social media posts. Number 2, your deepest personal goals and ambitions. In our social media age, where manifestation culture encourages publicly declaring your goals, intelligent people have discovered a powerful countercultural truth. Your most meaningful aspirations deserve protection from external energy. This isn't just New Age thinking, it's psychologically sound. Research shows that prematurely sharing goals can create a false sense of accomplishment that reduces your motivation to pursue them. Jung understood that true individuation, the process of becoming your complete self, requires periods of sacred solitude where you can hear your authentic voice without external interference. Intelligent people recognize 3 crucial reasons to keep their deepest goals private. First, Speaking about unformed ambitions exposes them to premature judgment. Ideas need protected space to develop before encountering resistance. Like a seed needs soil before facing harsh weather, your goals need internal nurturing before facing external criticism. Second, when you reveal goals before substantial progress, you invite what Jung would call psychic vampirism. Others unconsciously drain your energy through doubt, excessive questioning, or even superficial encouragement that subtly undermines your commitment. Third, intelligent people understand that true power lies in action, not announcement. While others seek validation through declarations, the intelligent person has already begun the work, creating momentum before anyone realizes their direction. Consider how some of history's most accomplished individuals operated with quiet determination. They didn't announce their grandest visions. They demonstrated them through consistent action, revealing their ambitions only through their results. The intelligent approach to goals mirrors Jung's concept of the temenos, a protected, sacred space. Your most meaningful aspirations deserve such protection, revealed only to the most trusted few who have demonstrated their ability to respect your psychological boundaries. Number 3, your complete understanding of human nature. Intelligent people, especially those who have studied Jungian psychology, develop an unusually clear perception of human behavior patterns. They recognize the unconscious motivations behind actions, the defense mechanisms people employ, and the archetypal patterns that repeat across relationships. This psychological insight creates a dilemma. How much of this understanding should they reveal to others? The answer for the truly intelligent is very little. Here's why. First, most people resist being psychologically seen. We maintain comfortable illusions about our motivations and behaviors. When someone accurately identifies our unconscious patterns, it typically triggers defensiveness rather than appreciation. Second, revealing psychological insight often creates an imbalanced dynamic. The person who feels analyzed experiences vulnerability, while the analyzer appears to claim superiority. Intelligent people understand that this damages rapport rather than enhances it. Third, Jungian intelligence includes recognizing that true connection happens at the level of humanity, not analysis. When you mentally dissect someone's behavior, you risk losing the human element of compassion and presence. Instead of verbally analyzing others, intelligent people use their psychological insight in 3 constructive ways. They adjust their communication style to match others' needs and readiness. They recognize when others' reactions are about projection rather than reality. They maintain appropriate boundaries with those whose patterns might be harmful. A simple example reveals the difference. When someone repeatedly behaves in a self-defeating way, the average person might say, "You always do this," provoking defensiveness. The pseudo-intellectual might explain the psychological mechanism behind the behavior, creating resentment. But the truly intelligent person simply asks, "What are you hoping will happen here?" A question that invites self-discovery without imposing analysis. Intelligence in the Jungian sense means holding your understanding lightly. You recognize patterns, but remain open to the mystery and complexity of each individual. You use your insight to connect more authentically, not to categorize people into psychological boxes. The truly intelligent person follows Jung's wisdom. Knowledge of the other person's stops at the point where love begins. Number 4, their full measure of intelligence. Perhaps most surprisingly, intelligent people rarely reveal the full extent of their intelligence. This isn't about false modesty or manipulative behavior. Rather, it reflects a deep understanding of social dynamics and personal effectiveness. Jung recognized that true intelligence encompasses far more than intellectual capacity. It includes emotional intelligence, intuition, creativity, and wisdom. The fully intelligent person understands that different situations call for different expressions of these qualities. There are 4 main reasons why intelligent people moderate how much of their intelligence they display. First, intelligence creates distance when overemphasized. When you consistently operate at your maximum intellectual capacity in casual settings, you unintentionally create barriers to connection. The intelligent person adapts to the situation, prioritizing communication over demonstration of ability. Second, constantly displaying intelligence attracts the wrong kind of attention. It draws people who are interested in what your intelligence can do for them rather than who you are as a complete human being. It also attracts competitors rather than collaborators. Third, intelligence is most powerful when it creates space for others to discover their own insights. The truly intelligent person asks the right questions rather than providing all the answers. They understand that helping others access their wisdom creates more value than demonstrating superior knowledge. Fourth, revealing your full intelligence makes you a target. Jung understood that society often responds with suspicion toward those who stand too far outside the norm. The truly intelligent recognize when to blend in rather than stand out. Consider how Socrates approached this challenge. Despite his exceptional wisdom, he presented himself as merely a curious questioner. His famous claim, "I know that I know nothing," wasn't false modesty, but a sophisticated social strategy and philosophical position. The intelligent approach isn't about pretending to be less capable, but about being selective about when and how you express different aspects of your intelligence. You save your full capacity for situations where it serves a meaningful purpose rather than deploying it indiscriminately. Number 5, their evolving worldview and belief system. Finally, intelligent people maintain privacy around their evolving worldview and belief system. In an age where people broadcast opinions instantly and identify strongly with their beliefs, this restraint seems almost radical. Jung recognized that individuation, the journey towards psychological wholeness, requires continual evolution of thought. The intelligent person embraces this process, allowing their understanding to develop through both rational analysis and intuitive insight. There are several reasons why intelligent people keep this evolution private. First, premature articulation can crystallize half-formed ideas. When you publicly commit to a position, psychological consistency pressures you to defend it even as new information emerges. Privacy creates space for your thoughts to develop organically. Second, intelligent people recognize that their beliefs exist in relationship to their entire psychological system. A change in perspective often ripples through multiple domains of thought. They prefer to integrate these changes holistically before sharing isolated conclusions. Third, they understand the social cost of visible evolution. Our culture often punishes those who change their minds, labeling them as inconsistent rather than growing. The intelligent person values truth over appearance, even if this means private reconsideration of once cherished ideas. Fourth, they recognize that beliefs serve different functions at different life stages. Jung understood that the symbols and ideas that serve us in our youth may not serve us in midlife or beyond. The intelligent person honors this development without needing to announce each transition. Consider how this appears in practice. When presented with a complex social issue, most people quickly declare their position. The pseudo-intellectual offers elaborate justification for their predetermined view. But the truly intelligent person might simply say, "I'm still thinking about that," reserving their deeper analysis for environments where nuance is possible. This doesn't mean intelligent people never share opinions. Rather, they choose carefully when, where, and with whom to reveal their evolving understanding. They recognize that some of their most valuable insights emerge through periods of uncertainty that others might find uncomfortable or misinterpret. What ties together all 5 of these concealed aspects is a principle Jung understood deeply: the need for psychological boundaries in a world that increasingly invades our inner space. Intelligent people recognize that not everything needs to be shared, displayed, or validated externally. They understand that some aspects of the self develop best in protected space, like rare plants that require specific conditions to flourish. This selective revelation isn't about deception, but discernment. It's about recognizing that different relationships and contexts deserve different levels of access to your inner world. Jung wrote that one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. This profound insight reminds us that the most important work happens beyond the spotlight of public attention. By maintaining privacy around these 5 aspects of themselves, intelligent people create the conditions for authentic growth and self-understanding. They build a rich inner life that sustains them regardless of external validation or recognition. The next time you encounter someone who seems to hold something back, who listens more than they speak, who observes more than they opine, consider that you may be in the presence of genuine intelligence, not the kind that needs to prove itself, but the kind that has made peace with the power of what remains unspoken. As you reflect on these 5 concealed aspects of intelligence, consider which of them resonates most with your experience. Perhaps you've already intuitively protected some of these areas of your life, or perhaps you felt the consequences of revealing too much too soon. Remember that developing this kind of intelligence isn't about becoming closed off or secretive. It's about creating the right conditions for your authentic self to develop fully before sharing it with a world that may not always know how to honor its value. In the end, intelligence in the Jungian sense isn't about what you know, but about how wisely you integrate and apply what you know. And sometimes the wisest application is selective revelation, sharing the right parts of yourself at the right time, with the right people, for the right reasons. This is the path not just to appearing intelligent, but to becoming truly wise.